Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Khadija. As we know, due to COVID-19, there would not be any face-to-face laboratory sessions for undergraduate lab subjects. Therefore, the Department of Mechanical Engineering, University of Malaya has arranged e-learning tools to complete the laboratory sessions. In this regard, this video is also designed to represent the process of performing the experiment of e-lab for the title of cold working and recrystallization of metals. This experiment has two parts. First part is about the preparation of samples by cold working and annealing, and the second part will explain how to observe the structure by optical microscope and the measurement of hardness by Vickers hardness testing machine. Before to start experiment, I would like to explain few terms for better understanding of this experiment. As we know, metals are crystalline in nature. The crystal structure of metal refers to the internal arrangement of atoms in the form of ordered, repeated and three-dimensional pattern. Metal grains are very tiny and we cannot see with naked eye. In order to observe the structure of metal, we need a magnification greater than 100 times using optical microscope. The optical structure of metal strongly influences many physical properties such as hardness, strength, toughness and ductility. And the microstructure of material can be changed by external process known as cold working. So cold working is a process to change the shape and dimension of metal by applying external force below its recrystallization temperature, usually at room temperature. It has four major groups: squeezing, bending, drawing and shearing. Rolling is one of the example of squeezing. As a result of cold working, the samples are high hardness, high dislocation and less ductility. So cold working process can be reversed by a process known as annealing. So annealing is a heat treatment used to eliminate all the effects caused by cold working. This process is used to soften the metal, relieve the stress and increase the ductility. The annealing process has three major regions: recovery, recrystallization and grain growth. So at the end of this experiment, you will be able to study the effect of annealing and cold working on the microstructure and mechanical properties of the samples. For metal, we are going to use for the cold working. This copper strip is without cold working and it has thickness 3 millimeter, and we will reduce the thickness by a process called rolling. So rolling is actually a process to reduce the thickness by passing a metal through a pair of rollers. So this one is the rolling machine, and this rolling machine will do cold working by reducing the thickness by 10% reduction in thickness, 30% and 50% reduction. Okay, if we can see the difference in the thickness, this is untreated and this is 10% reduction in thickness. So before cold rolling, it thickness is 3, and after 10% reduction it has thickness 2.7 millimeters. So now we are going to perform the second percentage reduction, 30%. Okay, so now this 30% thickness reduction is done. We can see the difference from the previous one, from previous two samples. This one is now more compressed and hardness is increased. So the next reduction is 50% reduction. Okay. So this one is, we can see the last one is 50% reduction in thickness, and we can see that it has more hardness, less ductile, and hardness is increased in this sample. So after this we are going to perform the next step. Yeah, now we are going to put the sample inside the furnace to anneal. We can see like this. Okay, furnace
for half an hour.
For half an hour, 30 minutes.
Yes.
And the temperature is set. Temperature is set 200 degrees Celsius. So yeah, now it is reaching to 200 after some time, and it will be maintained for 30 minutes. We have finished the annealing time for 200.
Yes.
And now we have take out the samples. Here are the samples. Okay, these are the samples after annealing.
Now it should be increased for 10.
Yeah, now we are going to increase the temperature 300 and for another set.
Before.
Okay, now we will wait 30 minutes to anneal. We have finished second set annealing for 300 degrees Celsius. Now we are taking out the samples. Actually these are very hot, so that's why we are putting it on the cold surface. Okay, so now we will,
No, 600.
yeah, 600. For 600 we are setting temperature. Okay, 600 degrees Celsius is set. Temperature is set now.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now we are going to put this sample inside furnace. Time it will be 600. Now it is for 30 minutes to anneal. Okay, so now we have finished time for 600 degree Celsius annealing. We are taking out the samples. So now we wait for samples to cool, and we will go to next step after finishing this.
I'm Dr. Sampath Tilaka, so I'm going to explain next step of our experiment. So next we are going to put our strips, the untreated strips and annealed strips to a mold. In this mold, we put Epofix resin and Epofix hardener. After mixing Epofix resin and Epofix hardener, we poured this mixture into the mold. Then we allow it to solidify 24 hours.
200.
200. So make it 200 first. The thing is, the bigger, the less.
Now we have 4 set. Yeah. 100, 200, 300 and 600.
Yes. Now
So
it's
now we need to pour the resin inside the mold.
yes. Bismillah. Bit by bit, eh?
Okay. Like this.
Okay, after we allow it to solidify 24 hours.
After 24 hours, our samples are ready. Epoxy is hardened, and now we are going to take out the samples from mold.
It's a bit harder.
Harder, yes.
You use hammer.
Okay. We will use hammer to take it out from mold. Two hundred. Okay, now we are going to perform grinding and polishing process, because this surface is not smooth, and in order to observe the structure of sample we need a smooth surface. So we will use this machine, grinding and polishing machine, and this process is done by passing a water flow by using a sandpaper, and there are different grades of sandpaper: 200, 400, 600 and 800. So one by one we use with the lowest one. So lowest one is 200.
Really?
Yeah, this is the lowest.
Terdampak.
First one. Okay. Water is flowing over the sandpaper, and speed is increasing from lower to higher rate. Now you can see that the surface is smooth now. Okay. So one by one we will go for other samples as well. 200. How many layers? You can see that the surface is smooth now. Okay, the next set is 300. We have this. So now you can see that surface is smooth and brighter.
Now you can see all the samples after grinding. and polishing. This is the final one we obtain after grinding step. So now we are going to do the next step is observation of the microstructure of the surface using optical microscope.